Hello to everyone. Today, in my discussion, I am going to present PPT on cloud computing. Here, we shall discuss what is cloud computing, uh, what is its characteristics, how this history was evolved regarding this cloud computing. So, I welcome you all in this cloud computing, and I hope this discussion will definitely will be an eye opener why today this cloud computing is required. With all this discussion is ready for you, and now come to the today's discussion and this PPT cloud computing. So today we are very much aware with this cloud computing and hearing a lot of names who are big examples of this cloud computing, like Amazon Web Services, AWS, these Google apps, which here we are using our data to Google Drive. This is also example of this cloud computing. Windows Azure, uh, this it is also uh, making backup of our data, and when any disaster happen, we can recover our data from their sources. So with this uh, come to the today's discussion, and let us come one by one what is we will discuss. So first of all, in this PPT, first let us discuss about what is cloud computing, history of mobile computing, then next it will be service models, afterwards we will discuss on deployment models, then next agenda will be architecture, then your security part, and next cloud clients, and lastly why cloud computing is important, why it's important. So let us discuss this one by one. What is cloud computing? In a very normal definition, we can say that cloud computing is a delivery of services through internet. Uh, so here it contains remote servers which are networked, and later on when we need it allow sharing of data processing. So there will be a centralized data storage system, and anytime we want we can online access our data as per our requirement. So today any computer related tasks that is done entirely on the internet, and here we can say that without any hardware also we can use our data, and uh, any data which we need is in remote, and nothing is saved locally. I am giving you a very simple example. Suppose we have a computer system, and we have a very limited space of 200 MB or say one, and our data is 1 GB, 2 GB. How we can? Either we have to purchase a device to storage, and suppose we purchase a device and any mishap happen, and our computer get crashed, then that the data which we have stored is no longer in existence. But if our data is in cloud storage, despite of our system being disrupted, uh, we get even we can access our data because it is saved in the storage device in cloud, we have no here we no need to purchase a storage device also, and at the same time our data is anytime available to access. So this is the benefit of cloud computing. Now let us see what are the characteristics of this cloud computing. So very first is empowerment. It gives a strength. Next is agility. It is agile, which I has already told that we can access our data anytime without any hardware. Next is API. Next characteristic is cost. It is very cost effective. We have not to incur expenditure on this purchasing of devices, and have not to even bother about any system crashes. Then also our data is safe. Next is visualization. Next characteristic is multi-tenancy, and most important is reliability. It is very much reliable. I have already discussed that despite when we are not storing data locally, and any system is crashed or any malware comes in our system, that time also there is risk of data loss. But here we can totally rely because it is stored in cloud. Next is this scalability and elasticity. It is scalable. We can extend it up to any extent, and the security, it is highly secured because data is if we have a locally device where we are storing our data, there's a lot of risk of getting data stolen, but here it is very much safe. And next character is maintenance. It is also one of the characters that we have not to bother for any maintenance. So these are the important characteristics of cloud computing. Then let us see history of this cloud computing. You say mobile computing. Then in early 1950 to and in 1960, the world could have cloud computing. This was only a theory and just a vision among the public. If this could have a thing, how could? But there was nothing like that during that time. It was only a theory that time. Then in the early 1990, the start of VPNs and efficient infrastructure. So that time these VPNs were developed and efficient infrastructure. But that time also there was no concept of these web services. In 2000, this Amazon builds efficient servers, that is called AWS, Amazon Web Services. So this is the history. So only after 2000 this web services, cloud services was introduced by Amazon. Now let us discuss these service models. What are the service model? So first of all, the models are infrastructure as a service. We can say it as IaaS. Here basics, service users maintain software. Then next is platforms as a service, that PaaS. Here users are given software and hardware automatically. And this next is software as a service, that is SaaS, that is all software and hardware is transparent. Users only know their own access point. So here if you see the things on this chart, these cloud clients, that web browser, mobile app, thin client, terminal, emulator, and in a SaaS there are CRM, email, virtual desktop, communication, games, etc. And if you see in platform as a service, PaaS, this it is a platform where this execution runtime, database, web server, development tools serving. And if we come infrastructure as a service, here there this is a infrastructure. Here we get that is virtual machines, servers, storage, load balancers, network. So this is that there are three important pillars, we can say, that SaaS, where this application part is uh, provided, then the PaaS, that is a platform where this database, web server, development tools are being run, and this infrastructure part, that is virtual machines, servers, storage, load balancers, network. So now let us come this deployment model, how it is deployed. So here we say that this suppose you have there are public cloud, community cloud, private cloud, hybrid cloud, private cloud rentals. Then what is the deployment system that we will discuss here? If we come to this public cloud, so here this deployment is done by service providers. Who are the service providers? They deploy. Suppose this is a community cloud. So here the organizations from a specific community with common concerns, they will deploy the things. Suppose it is private cloud, then operated solely for a single organization, because it is for a privately it is, or a single organization is using it. Then next is hybrid cloud, that is a composition of two or more clouds, that is private, community or public. And next is private cloud rentals. Here there is option to consider when security is a concern. So these are the deployment models which you have discussed. Now come this next slide, that is architecture, that how this has been uh, formed. Here we will discuss. So let us see first of all the software system, the cloud service, then cloud platform, cloud infrastructure, and cloud storage. So the software system that is involved in the delivery, communicating over a loose coupling mechanism, whereas the intercloud is an interconnected global cloud of clouds and an extension of the internet. And next is cloud engineering. So basically we can say that in there is a here a cloud platform where this all platform is built. Then next is cloud infrastructure, where these all virtual machines, balancers are here, on a cloud storage, which is a database, and cloud service, that we have discussed, software as a service, where here all services are being provided. Next is your cloud engineering. So let us discuss the here the application of this engineering disciplines related to this cloud computing. So here first of all this high level concerns, that is commercialization, and this next is standardization, and next this cloud engineering is giving governance in conceiving, developing, operating, and maintaining. So this is a basic this cloud engineering, how it works. Next is your security and privacy. What are the security? I have already discussed that here whatever data which we are putting on this server, which are in web or cloud based. So here first of all security which are getting is data protection, then it is physical control, we have a control, then identity management, then whatever things we have a different rhythm, it is identified that whose data is there, then physical and personal security, that is next is your availability, anytime it is available, then next is application security, next is privacy, and next lastly it is legal issues. So we have discussed the security and privacy part. Now this compliance and legal issues, let us discuss. Here business continuity and data recovery is a this compliance of the they have to comply those things, that anytime we want to put data, we can store our data there, and anytime we need, we can get our data. In case of any disaster also, they are bound to get our data recovered. Then logs and audit trails, and the next compliance is unique compliance requirements, and this suppose if there is public records and legal issues may also include record keeping requirement in the public sector. Other issues if we discuss, that is abuse a banking trojan, illegally used the popular Amazon service as a command and control channel that issued software updates and malicious instructions to PCs that were infected by the malware. So in case of any abuse, uh, this malicious or this infection by malware, these are the issues. The next is open source. This is provided the foundation for many cloud computing implementation. Next is open standards. Some vendors have adopted other APIs, and there are number of open standards under development with a view to delivering interoperability and portability. And next is sustainability, often assumed to be a form of green computing. There is as of yet no published study to substantiate the assumption. Now see cloud clients, that is Google Chromebook, web browsers, company specific applications. These are some cloud clients. Then our next our topic is importance of this cloud computing. Today we use clouds every day. Next, it is used to save huge amounts of data. Suppose if we are abundant of data, like these banks, airlines, companies, they have so huge data that is not possible to store locally. So that's why these web services are being taken and data is stored in clouds. Then make maintaining information easy. So here maintaining the information is very easy. Whatever data information we have, that is very easy to maintain. And make security easy. Security is also very smooth and safe. All private and confidentiality is maintained. And then your maintainability and sustainability are better. Uh, if we could have to store data at our end, a lot of big devices were needed, and we have to incur a lot of expenses on maintainability on there. But here, due to this cloud computing, this maintainability is nothing. We have not to bother for that. And sustainability, it is very sustainable because cost, it is very cost effective. So these are the some points due to this. Today it is the very much need of the hour to go for this cloud computing, the web services we say. So with this we have discussed one by one all the over data we see, that is cloud computing. Then these three examples, that Windows, Azure, Amazon Web Service, Google. Overview have taken what is cloud computing, history of mobile computing, services model, deployment models, architecture, security, cloud clients, why it is important. These are points we have discussed one by one. With all these, I am making end of this today's PPT. I hope the discussion which I have made definitely could have informative for you all. With all these, I am making end of today's presentation, and I give my sincere thanks to each and every for participating in this power presentation. With all this, thank you.